All right, all right, all right. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the program today. I'm your pal. They call me Uncle Bruce. I got that name back in 2021 when I started going live every day, late January 2021. I started going live every morning to kind of let you know what was going on in plain English, because the markets at that time were wild and wacky. And we were looking at GameStop moving at unbreakneck speeds and all the other meme stocks. So I was trying to help people who were stuck at home figure out what the hell all this meant. And here I am, 2025, still on the air every day before the market opens and the first hour of trading to guide you in plain English as to what the hell is going on. And it's just as wacky today as it was then. Can you believe it? I mean, it's just as wacky. What can I say about the about the world in which we live in? It's pretty entertaining, isn't it? Welcome all to the show, and from wherever you are, say hi to me if you can. What's your temperature going to be today? How warm are you guys getting? Is there spring in the air where you are? Is winter over now? What's the price of gas where you are living? Is your gasoline in America now under $3 a gallon everywhere? What about overseas? How much are you paying in the UK? How much are you paying for gas in Germany or anywhere else? Have you seen the price of fuel lately? Let me know. I'm curious. I saw oil this morning under $60 a barrel for West Texas right now. As a matter of fact, $59.81. So crude oil has dropped from the low to mid 70s a few months ago when Trump got elected, now to $59.80. And that is a direct result of the anticipation of a slowing economy, lower demand for fuel, and down goes the price. And the loser is really governments. The biggest losers on lower gasoline and oil prices, governments, because they tax this stuff at every level they can to sneak tax increases onto us without giving us income tax increases. The shift of taxation has been on for decades to eliminate or reduce income taxes, increase the deductions that you're allowed to take, and then sneak in higher prices on everything you buy. It's a consumption tax economy that's going on now. And a clear example of a consumption tax economy is happening live in front of our eyes in America in a way never witnessed before at this scale in the history of this country. The United States, American citizens have been taxed by a sneak attack by their own president, who claims this is going to make America great. The bottom line is the tariffs that are being slapped on everything coming in only makes one winner out of the entire world, the entire economy, the U.S. Treasury. But there's a problem there. The U.S. Treasury is going to find that the estimates of how much money was going to come in from tariff implementations is going to be a fraction of what it was supposed to be, because there are already major exemptions being offered as the administration realizes they screwed this thing up like just like an absolute cluster mess. So they're already making exemptions left, right, and center. And they're noticing that importers are not importing anything at all. And I could sure understand if you're an Amazoner, you're someone who sells stuff on Amazon, and your trick was to bring in 1,000 pair of Spanx at a time, different colors, different sizes, and then just offer them on Amazon. 3 for so much money, just selling these Spank pants to women across America for super cheap prices compared to Lululemon. Those costs have just gone up so high that you've canceled your orders. You've stopped ordering product in. People who bring in socks and underwear, and people who bring in T-shirts, people who bring in hoodies, winter coats, people who bring in camping gear, people who bring in anything that they want from the Orient. And I'm not just picking on China. China is bad enough, but Vietnam, South Korea, Indonesia, the Philippines, imports from Malaysia, from India, Pakistan, stopped dead at the small retail level. They've absolutely pulled their orders. We are talking about millions of entrepreneurial Americans who are working from their homes, who have maybe small storage units in storage yards across the U.S. All those storage places you see. A number of them rent space to entrepreneurs who bring a pickup truck or a van load of stuff in to their little storage area, and then they repackage it and ship it out as individual retail sales through eBay, Amazon, Shopify, and all these other sites. Dead stop right there. Absolute dead stop. There are millions of ads not going out on the internet anymore for a super deal on shoes or on workout equipment, on anything, because these people don't have inventory to sell. They're running out. They're slowly melting out their inventories, and they're building their cash to try to survive, because they still got to pay rent and they got to pay to eat and to get around, but they have no new form of income coming in on the next batch of goods, because they don't know when they're going to be able to order another batch of product at a price where they can make a profit. And this is about to hit America between the eyes in the next 90 days and beyond. And it's going to be really, really ugly. This morning, Volkswagen and Mercedes did what other car companies have done. They have admitted to the world and their investors, we can't give you an estimate how much money we're going to make. We do not know what our sales are going to be. We do not know what we are doing in the next 6 months. At this moment in time, we're taking it on a day-by-day basis, because to import a vehicle manufactured outside of the United States has a 25% duty on it. And so you bring in a $40,000 SUV made in Germany or in Sweden or in Finland or Italy or France or Korea, South Korea, Japan, China, or elsewhere, 25% duty. That's $10,000 on top of a $40,000 SUV. When's the last time you saw an SUV for sale for $39,995 in the United States? I don't know if there are any. In Canada, I don't know if you can get an SUV under $25,000 or $30,000. Anyway, in America, pickup trucks are about to go up $10,000 each. SUVs in the United States with a Ford logo on it, a GM logo on it, Chryslers, are going to go up $5,000 to $20,000 each, because they're made between Canada, Mexico, and the U.S. And the United States has decided to blow up all of its trade agreements and just out and out do an executive order to nail every item with a 25% duty, no matter what. And it is causing complete confusion among manufacturers, parts makers, assemblers, and aftermarket people. The AutoZone of the world, the AutoZones, you're going to see this in your hometown in the USA. I don't care where you live, it doesn't matter what state. You're going to find that your AutoZones and these other firms that sell parts for your car, you are going to see a bunch of them shut down. They're going to close because there are no margins. The firms that run these outfits, the mother corporations, are going to have to find millions of dollars a week in capital to pay the U.S. government up front for parts coming in from Canada, the U.S., and Mexico, and anywhere else. Upfront tax is paid whether you can sell that thing or not. And there's the problem. You get brake shoes coming in made in Mexico. You get transmission parts coming in from Canada, and you have to add 25% tax to the item the minute it lands at the dock. Okay, you haven't got your hands on it yet. You pay upfront, then you get it to your stores. That'll take a week. Then you sell it to the public over the next 6 months. In other words, this 25% tax is paid upfront now, and you can't get that money back for 3 to 6 months by the time you roll over your inventory. And that's assuming your customer will pay 50% more for a part, because by the time you add the markups, that part that used to be $18 retail is now $30 retail, 33 retail. And there may well be mechanics going, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to buy refurbished parts from junkyards. We're going to pick clean junkyards like you cannot believe. Our philosophy is completely changing out. This is a nightmare. This is going to be an economic nightmare for American businesses, small, medium, and large. And the U.S. government is not going to haul in the money it thought it would, which means the tax bill, that big, beautiful tax bill that Trump wants to produce, is dead on arrival economically at the Senate and the Congress. This $5 trillion cost tax bill will in no way be paid for. Cannot possibly be paid for. It will be a $3.5 billion giveaway with $1.5 billion of capital coming in, and that'll be a combination of spending cuts and maybe taxes from tariffs, and it'll be a $3.5 trillion add-on to the deficit. It's trillions I'm talking about. This is going to be an absolute nightmare, which is bad for the American dollar, which is bad for U.S. bonds, which is bad for interest rates paid on U.S. bonds, which is bad for American taxpayers. That's all of you guys, because your country will have to pay much more in interest payments to get new debt issued, because your government is going to be in a bigger deficit situation than it is already, and the rates are going higher for the deficit. So it's a double whammy. You owe more, and you're paying more on what you owe. This is more money out of the middle class of the United States. If you're in the bottom 10 percentile, nothing will change in your life. You're poor and destitute now. You're going to be poor and destitute tomorrow. Nothing is going to change. Relax, suffer. Sorry. I'm very sorry. If you're above that 10% level, but you're under the 90% level, you're in that middle class zone somewhere, the lower middle class, the middle class, the upper middle class, some of you are going to feel it very badly. And some of you are going to feel it moderately. Some of you are going to see it affect friends, coworkers, relatives, and you're going to pull back your spending because you're going to see what it is doing to others around you, and you're going to stop anything that is not necessary that goes into the refrigerator and that goes into your mouth and that covers the overhead. That's all you're going to spend money on. You are going to save money by panicking, not doing anything discretionary. You're going to go to a car dealer once in a while. You might go online, look at vehicles online, and you're going to be looking at sticker shock like you've never thought before. You're going to realize, some of you, that, hey, I can't afford a new car, so I've got to repair the car I have to keep it running. And my mechanic and I talked about my second vehicle. I was talking to my mechanic about it, and he said, oh, you need to do this and this. You're going to need about $1,100. That was a couple months ago. You're going to talk to that same mechanic in a couple of months from now, and you're going to have that little chat. I kind of need this and that. And that mechanic is going to say, oh, yeah, well, now it's $1,800. And you're going to go, what? $700 more to get that car running? That is still cheaper than paying $10,000 more for a new car, plus the interest payments on a new car with payment. You're going to find a way to get the $1,700 and fix that thing to keep it running, because you're not going to buy a new vehicle. Unless you watch me and are an option writer. If you're an option writer, everything's different for you. You have different rules. You live in a different world, just like the President of the United States. He is in his different world, and you are in your different world. And the world that you are in, because you follow me, is you figured out how to write stock options and take money out of gamblers. And there are some desperados coming to town in the next few months. If you think that there are premiums now on stock contracts, you wait a couple of more months and watch the kind of premiums you're going to be able to get your hands on, because you writers are a rarity. Very few people write options as a specialty. Most option gamblers are those who buy contracts to sell. They're always looking for a seller, and they're hoping to get a good deal when they buy something. You guys, being the casinos, are going to have a field day. Casinos are going to make a lot of money this year and next year as option writers. It's going to be absolutely unbelievable. But I'll tell you right now, Norwegian this morning told us that their bookings are down going forward. Their bookings are down 6 months from now, 9 months from now, a year from now, a year and a half from now, 2 years from now. Their bookings are falling off the plate, off the table. Why? Why is Norwegian falling off the table? Because tourists are not coming here next year. Tourists from Europe and Canada have said, well, I'm not going to the States. There's no way I'm going to the USA. The last thing I want is to subject myself or my family to an interrogation room with the U.S. Borders and Customs and officials at the airport. And they're saying, we don't do that. We're not doing that. But the horror stories keep coming out, and that's scaring away tourists. Then there's a bunch of tourists going, I am not going to support an administration that is calling my country an enemy of the United States. And so that's right there, a slap in the face. I'm not sure. You're going to insult my country? I'm not coming to your country. A lot of Canadians, of course, aren't coming down south. They say it's because of the US dollar being so strong against the Canadian dollar. It has nothing to do with it. This has been the case for decades. Canadian dollars have always been worth a fraction of American dollars. This is nothing new. No, it's the 51st state nonsense. It's the car parts from Canada are subject to massive tariffs. We want factories in Canada closed so we can open up factories in America. The auto pack, the free trade deal, the whatever, you can't trust these guys. Canadians are going, I can't trust the United States administration on making a deal anymore. And so we're not going to support these guys with our money. We'd rather go to Europe. We'll go to Asia instead, and we'll spend our Canadian dollars over there. And what's happening to the Canadian dollar? It's going up against the American dollar. Why? Because fewer American dollars are being purchased with Canadian dollars. Canadians are not having to convert their money to American. They're not coming. Norwegian is already showing cracks. Royal Caribbean is coming with their problems, and Carnival will come with their problems. All the cruise lines that these guys own. Remember, Carnival owns Princess Cruises. Carnival owns Holland America. Carnival owns Cunard. Carnival owns Carnival. The Royal Caribbean owns its brand and Celebrity. It just goes on and on. All the cruise lines are in big trouble. They're going to be in really big trouble. They're going to admit it in about 3 months. Today, Norwegian admitted it because they had to admit it. They released their financials today. Marriott Resorts, Hilton, all of your hotel chains in the United States are going to be announcing softer bookings. The airlines in the U.S. have already stopped guessing. We can't predict what our traffic is going to be. Domestically, we're fine. Internationally, we're getting the shit kicked out of us. Car rental companies across the United States, bad news. Folks doing Turo, the Turo car renters out there, the individuals who are trying to rent their own car, they're going to notice that they can only get, they're getting $5 a day less, $10 a day less because of all the other vehicles for rent at the same time. It's going to be ugly. People in the food delivery business, Uber Eats and all these firms that have drivers that'll bring you your Big Mac. Many of you are not going to order Big Macs anymore through these services. You're not going to order pizzas. You're going to go get them yourself, or you're going to go to the grocery store and buy a pizza to bake at home and save the $5 a pizza. For families of 4 or 5, the food bill is about to take off to unbelievable levels, if it hasn't already, and they're already cutting back on going out and ordering in. There's going to be a massive change. Starbucks missed their guidance. They released their financials yesterday, today. They missed. They are not delivering the results. Starbucks stock is down. Norwegian stock is down. VW can't predict. Mercedes can't predict. Ford shares are under $10 a share. They're not going to be the winners. We got all kinds of issues. Lower growth and higher inflation is the expectation for Americans, the American economy, going forward the next year. Lower growth, which means we may even have an economy going backwards. GDP is expected to go into the red. We might even have a report later today. And higher inflation, higher costs, tariffs, no question. The other thing that'll make prices go up is lack of supply. So you go to a website and you want to buy, I don't know, whatever you want to buy, and there just aren't 50 ads anymore available for you to buy that item. There's only 10 ads 3 of them won't ship to where you live. 3 of them don't have the size you want. You're down to 1 or 2 of these sites, and they can charge a higher premium for the product because they're running out of product. They're going to raise their price 5 or 10% to try to survive because they need capital. You're going to go to certain stores, and you're going to see empty shelves. You're going to see emptier shelves as well. Some of you are going to go to some stores, and you know that there's always product in the back. So you're going to ask a salesperson, have you got any more of these? And they're going to come back and go, nope, we have none left back there. We got nothing left. The supply chain is going to get choked. We're down 300 points on the Dow right now. So obviously something is said somewhere. And what can I say? We're down 71 on S&P. We're down 348 on NASDAQ. We're going lower. This market is going to go lower than the lows we hit 2 weeks ago. Today, maybe not today, but we're going lower. So if you want to make money in this money as an option writer, you want to make money in this market as an option writer, the good news is you can make a lot of money as an option writer. For SOFI, trading at 1260, which is a joke in itself at that cheap price. Cash secured puts. You want to write cash secured puts. Write 12s. You want to buy the stock back for 12 plus the premium you're going to get? You might be paying $10 for SOFI. Are you happy paying 10? Are you comfortable being made to pay $10 a share for SOFI in the next 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 months? If you can live with that, write cash secured puts. For those of you out there who want to do trading on credit spreads, you want to quit your day job, or you're about to be let go of your day job, you have a gut feel that I'm going to be let go. I have a suspicion that half of the employees that I'm with right now, we're going to be out of here in the next 6 months. They're going to let us go because our business is slowing down dramatically right now. Our bosses don't know what the hell to say. But you're saying to yourself, well, if I get let go, how long can I last before I have to get another job? Or can I write options and not get a job with somebody else? Is this possible? Well, maybe on the credit spread side of things, this might work, because I have been boldly saying to some of you out there, if you've been listening, that if you've got 50 grand, 30 grand, you might have enough capital to be able to trade enough credit spreads to not have a day job. Remember this, if you need $6,000 a month to live on for your family, you're going to need to earn $300 a day, 5 days a week to do that. That's $1,500 a week, $300 a day. To make $300 a day in net profit, you're going to need to write a certain number of credit spreads to generate enough of a return. And I'm not going to give you examples as to what price and what amount of money per contract. I'm going to talk about percentages. I'm going to talk about something like, if you can pull out 8% return on a 0 day to expiry credit spread, call credit spreads in particular, because you want to be well ahead of the market while it's backing off. If you can pull out an 8% profit on a $20,000 capital commitment, maybe you're doing 2 trades at $10,000 each, 4 $5,000 separate credit spread trades. 8% on 20 grand is a huge amount of money, $1,600. If that happens in a week, if you can do that in a week, that's $1,600 a week. There is your $6,400 a month to live on. Now, if you can do a 3% return on $10,000 of a credit spread or credit spreads, you're going to make $300 in a day, and 5 days a week is $1,500 a week. That's $6,000 a month. That's what I'm talking about. So you do not need millions of dollars to replace a day job. You really don't. You need to know how to do this. What are 0 days to expiry contracts? How do they depreciate? How do I write them? How do I put a spread together? What target pricing should I use? How should I do? What's the strategy? There's a class coming your way in the near future for that. But in the meantime, today's the last day to get this deal right here, to get 4 classes for the price of 3. My classes have been on sale all this month, and today's the 30th of April, and this is the last day for the $599 US deal to get 4 for the price of 3. Pick any 4 classes you want. Go to my website, stockmarkerswithbruce.ca. It's as simple as that. You can check out the classes there or not. You could decide, I don't need to look at his website. Here's the website. I'll just take a look at the list of his classes available right below the description of this channel of today's video. Right below here is the lab number 1, class number 2, number 3. If you do not know what options are and how they work, I know which 4 classes you should get. 1, 2, 3, and 4. You start with the first 4. I can tell you right now, most of my viewers who have taken the first 4 classes almost immediately will open up a practice option trading account through their favorite broker that they like to use. Those are free. Those are risk-free, and you'll start writing options inside those accounts to get a feel for things. Because the first 2 lessons, I talk about how to write call and put options. From there, you'll then open up your own option account based on your situation, whether you own stock that you got from your employer years ago and you've got 800 shares of blah, blah, blah. You can write 8 call options on those 800 shares inside your 401k, your IRA, your RSP, whatever, wherever it is. You're going to start writing 8 contracts on those. And some of you are going to say to me, Uncle Bruce, I can't believe this. I just brought in $4 a contract. Doing what you're telling us to do in these lessons, I'm bringing in $3,200 American money on my first option write that I've ever done. I've only given you $600 for the first 4 classes. This is great. I'll pick up some more. Well, if you wait until tomorrow, they're going to be $200 a piece. That isn't a barrier to stop you. I mean, $200 for a class to learn to make thousands of dollars every couple of months for the rest of your life, it's not a bad deal. But the deal of deals runs out tonight at midnight. Okay, there you go. Those of you, like I said, you want to get into 0 days to expiry contracts, lesson number 19 is not too far down the road. I'll let you know when it's ready. And then I'll open up the classroom for a certain number of seats. And then you can join me live for that class. And then those of you who don't join us live, you can just order the class off the website after that. I'll keep you posted, okay? I just want you guys to get richer. I want to help you retire early and be an option writer for the rest of your retirement life. I want to be able to build your retirement accounts. I want you to build your cash accounts, your margin accounts. I want you to be able to quit a day job and cash flow out of this. Cash flow your way through the option writing thing. Not to be caught in the vicious trap of I need a job to pay the bills and then hopefully I can better myself from there. And yet the job that I have has such ridiculous hours, I can't better myself. I'm trapped in a crap job and I can't get out of it. I'm trying to help you avoid that ugly trap. It's like a spider web where your legs are tied up, but you're not dead. You're able to move, but you're not going anywhere. And you're slowly dying because you can't go and get food. You can't get a life. You can't get away. Welcome to the party, pal. We're down 78 cents on oil, 59.64 in Texas. We're going lower on oil. Gold is off $19 an ounce to 33.14 after hitting a high of 3,500, I think, last week. The Dow's down 335, S&P down 73, and NASDAQ down 350. We have decidedly gone negative very quickly in the last 20 minutes. Very, very decidedly negative. And so we're starting lower. Welcome to the party, everybody. I'm glad you're here. Appreciate so much that you've joined us. Please become a member of this channel. Please become a subscriber of this channel. And please, for God's sake, help me out, please. Hit the thumbs up button and give us a little momentum on the thumbs up meter. Yesterday, you guys came through for me. You guys came through unbelievably. We had well over 200 thumbs ups yesterday. And that was during the show. It was fabulous. Thank you so much for all of you yesterday. If you can do that again today, that would be much appreciated because the momentum really comes our way. YouTube will recommend my channel to thousands of people who are looking for guidance on how to make money in the stock market. And if they join this channel, they follow this channel, they're going to hear all about how great SOFI is. They're going to hear how great GameStop can be, and they're going to learn all about option writing. And some of them will become prolific option writers, and they will share their results with you because they're going to become part of this family of option writers. Option writers talk to other option writers when they can find them. This is the meeting place for option writers. Thank you all so much for your support and your kind words, your wishes. Those of you picking up lessons, keeping me on the air. Those of you becoming members of this channel, keeping me on the air. Much appreciated. Thank you one and all to the program. Have you seen today's question of the day? Have you guys seen this question of the day today? Interesting comment today. We have 92 thumbs ups, by the way. I've asked you guys a question today. There we go. I've asked you guys a question today, and that is basically, can you tell me where you think SOFI is going to be in the next year? SOFI shares will be trading at a certain amount within the next 12 months. I'm asking you, will the shares of SOFI be under $10 a year from now? 8% say they could be under $10. $10 to $15 a share, I'm asking. What do you think? Is that what the shares are going to be a year from now? 25% of you think they'll stay between 10 and 15 a share. I've got 202 answers already to this question. This is awesome. 15 to 20 a share. How many of you think 15 to 20 is where these shares are going to end up a year from now? 46%, almost half, think at least 15 to 20. And then over 20 a share a year from now, 21%. Think, no, Bruce, this stock is going to be over 20 bucks a share. And you've done the math. I've done the math. We've figured out the logistics. We figured out the earnings. We know this year the company says they're going to make 27, 28 cents a share. We know that's not true. They always exceed their numbers by a ton. I'm thinking minimum 30 cents a share this year. But I believe for 2026 that this company is going to generate over 60 cents a share net profit. And at that level, at 60 cents a share net profit, a 40 times earnings multiple, which would not be unreasonable for a company doubling their net earnings, that's a $24 stock. That's a year from now. This is May, not quite May 1, it's April 30, $24 a year from now. That means the stock is going to go up about $11 a share from here over the next year. So give it $1 a month. That's what I think. And I think I might be extremely low. It could well be that they make 80 cents a share next year. 40 times earnings, $32 a share. Right now, we get all excited when the stock moves 50, 60 cents in a day. We get all excited because it's a $12, $13 stock. We get all excited. A year from now, $25 stock, it's going to move $1 a day. $1.25 every day. 2 years from now, $60 stock, it's going to move $2 a day, $2.50 a day. And 2 years from now, we may not be in the 60 neighborhood. We may be at the 100 a share neighborhood. Kind of what Palantir has done, exploded. But the difference between Palantir and these shares of SOFI, SOFI has no tariff issues. SOFI makes money. SOFI is a profitable corporation. And last quarter that we just heard yesterday, for the first quarter of this year, they made 6 cents a share profit when they were supposed to make 3. They doubled their take. I don't know why the market isn't excited about this. I am surprised at how casually the market is accepting SOFI's unbelievable success. They're just not reacting to it as they should be. I did notice today that the stock was given a $1 higher target price by somebody today, and it was given a $17 target price the other day. And so we'll see what the analysts say in the next few days. But analytically, this company is on fire. Memberships are almost 11 million now. That's 30-something% gain in the last quarter. Gross revenues up 33%. Net profit doubled. On fire. This is not going to stop. If each quarter going forward is double last year's quarter, then this stock by the end of this year will be shooting 50 cents a share profit already. 40 times earnings is a $20 stock. It's at $12.67 right now. SOFI is on super mega sale at $12.67. Did you notice the volume yesterday? 171 million on the day, plus 20 million in the pre-market yesterday. 190 million shares traded yesterday. Average day, 51 million. Yeah, there was some activity there. Did you also notice the short interest? It's up. It's up to 147 million shares. At least it was. I don't know. Maybe a bunch of shorters got whacked yesterday. That I find interesting. Well, we'll see what happens. 2.7 million traded this morning. But I think the stock is lower because the Dow is off 317 and S&P is down 71 and NASDAQ is down 345. I think that's what's causing SOFI to go lower. It's not a SOFI problem. The stock market has a problem, and I expect it to continue. And this is why I'm telling those of you out there who are doing credit spreads, you want to do call credit spreads on SPY and QQQ. You might put on put credit spreads later in the day, towards the end of the day, the last half of the day, once your credit spreads on the call side are solidly out of the money, you might then put the iron condor into play by cranking out some put spreads. But that to be done is to be done later. We'll see how this all plays out. Welcome all to the program. Thank you for joining me from around the world. Eddie Martin is in the house. Richard Carlin is here. Andrea here. Big E. Aurora. Sharon from Central New Jersey in the house. Welcome, Jeff. Hey, good morning, everybody. Let's get some of this money here. Stock Jockey, welcome to the party, pal. Robert, number 12, thumbs up for Uncle Bruce and Auntie Jen. Good morning, everybody, on Stock Markets with Bruce. David, hilarious how Goldman Sachs put a sell rating on SOFI. Isn't it? It's insane. Goldman Sachs. That's where Noto comes from. Goldman Sachs, former VP. Go figure. Rice Checks, number 20. Good morning, Tom. I'm here. Louis, good morning again. Robert, cloudy here in Connecticut. Lisa Collins. Sydney, winter is in the air today. Petrol in Sydney, $1.97 a liter today. Just that's $2 Australian, which I guess is about $1.35 American. And not quite 4 of those are needed to make a U.S. gallon. So, about $5 US a gallon, $4.80 US a gallon, kind of what it is in America, isn't it? Charlie, good morning, everybody. Life is Easy says BS. Okay, Brian, I'm buying some SMCI on the dip here. I'm getting in this thing. Bill Bacino, they'll do anything but tax the ultra wealthy a little bit more. There you go. Love Boat Captain, TDS with Bruce. Okay, Life is Easy. Uncle Bruce is 100% liberal. He's a socialist. Beach Boy. Feels like summer, no gasoline, by the way. Everyone's on hoverboards here. Biff Tannen rules. You know how it is, slackers. Went in the 80s cafe today. Doug Cooper, good morning, everybody. Mandu, number 5. I am the 45th thumbs up. Good morning, everybody. Welcome, Mandu. Love it. Everyone is a middleman now. It's lazy man's work. There you go. Beach Boy, Beth Tannen, a.k.a. BB Tannen here in Israel. Hector, 5. Good morning, all. Love Boat Captain. The reason VW and Mercedes are screwed is because the radical left government in Germany cut off the nuclear power, and now their manufacturing sector is screwed, not because of tariffs. You live in an interesting world. Wow. Why did they make money the last 3 years? Because this radical left government in Germany did this whole power thing under Angela Merkel. Where have you been the last 10 years? Are you with us, really? Liam, down 6,000 pounds on a leveraged SOFI share purchase. Not sure whether to add funds to my margin and hope for a rise or not. Okay, Jeff, was there new news from Stupid that is causing a sell-off in the pre-market? Who are you talking about? Hi, Hector. The casino sell-off this morning is related to GDP numbers this morning, going into the red, I think. Charlie, something's going on. Q's and Spire just dropped like $4 or $5 in minutes. Yeah, do not put credit spreads today. Don't be doing that. GDP came at negative 0.3% versus estimated positive 0.3%. That means America is entering a recession. There you go. What else is going on? Murray, good morning, North America, and evening, Japan. Well done, Canada, on showing how democracy is exercised. Canada is ruined, says Loveboat Captain. Stephen Butler, number 61. Good morning, everybody. What else is going on here? Solar car My call credit spread on Palantir and SoFi for this Friday, they look much better now. James the Mr. Tree, good morning, everybody. What else is going on here? Yes, Vilbus GDP reversed. Trump session. The Trump session is incoming. Yes, Jeff Glass says, meanwhile, the delusional lunatic in the White House claimed tourism is booming. It's best ever. Oh, we're going to have the best year ever for tourism, and we'll only get better. In the ABC interview a couple of days ago, all is well. All is well in the garden. There you go. Bobby, fast food sticker shock is a thing. Jen and I were at Carl's Jr. the other day, and I had a double burger, the Big Carl. Jen had some kind of a guacamole burger of some kind, and fries, and a medium drink. 25 American dollars. That's 33 Canadian dollars. 33 Canadian dollars to go to a Carl's Jr. burger joint with plastic seats. The food is fine. Loved it. Oh, I love my burger. Double burger with cheese on it. Oh, it's great. But 33 Canadian. Whoa! I am aware. I'm aware of one thing for sure. In Canada, the minimum wage is about 14 an hour, 12 an hour. But a lot of people in Canada, at least where I live in Calgary, to get $15 an hour is not difficult as a minimum wager. 15 an hour, even that, after tax, will be about $12 because you're going to pay $3 in provincial, federal, unemployment insurance, CPP deductions. That's Canadian pension plan deduction. You're going to end up with $12 an hour net to spend. You and your girlfriend are going out for a burger, and you're going to share the fries and share the drink. 33 Canadian dollars is the equivalent of this deal. That means you have to work almost 3 hours to pay for a meal. You have a 8-hour shift a day. You cannot afford to go out there. You're only making $100 a day net. You're working 5 days a week. You're making $500 a week. That's $2,000 a month net to you. Rent in Calgary. Calgary rent, 1-bedroom apartment is $1,100, $1,200 a month minimum. How do you spend $33 to go to Burger King? That's not going to happen. To go to any fast food restaurant. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay, Christina, I may have just sold 40 cash secured puts on SoFi that expire next week, but I still have dry powder. There we go. Wayne Commander, good morning, everybody. Paula Davis, as a Canadian, we're not buying American, nor are we traveling there. We feel we need to support our own companies and cities, so buy local, travel local. The Canadian tourism market this year will be booming. A lot of Canadians are going to travel within Canada and are not even leaving the country this year. It is going to be huge for Canadian tourism. Students in Canada will have no problem getting summer jobs. Students in America this year are going to have real problems finding summer jobs. There's no doubt about that. Depending on where in the U.S. you live, too. Life is easy. Good for you, Paula. The USA is full. There you go. Real, hey, I'm with you, Paula. Lots of other destinations are much more welcoming than America right now. Stock Jockey, giddy up, everybody. Charlie, classes are worth every penny. This guy is talking about his classes. They're worth every penny. Thank you, Charlie, for that plug. Paid for themselves many times over already and will continue to pay for the rest of my life. If you learn how to make money, if you can make $2,000 a month writing options, just, making a few trades here and a few trades there, and you're bringing in a couple thousand a month, for the next 10 years, you're bringing in $24,000 a year for 10 years. That's $240,000 on top of your wage. It's a side gig. You can do a lot with $240,000 over the next decade. I know inflation is going to eat up a lot of that, but better to have it than not, I would say. Larry, the bell ringer is in the house. 14 minutes warning for you there, Larry. Thank you all for the 73rd thumbs up. He's saying hi, everybody. I'm saying thank you to him. Man, Daniel Smith making things spicy in Canada. The laugh leather market does not believe in SoFi, says the man. Touch grass, let's rock. Charlie, thanks, Uncle B. Splair, good morning, y'all. Vilbus, laugh aloud. The market does not believe in dementia, Donnie. Dude says, let's go. Touchgrass puts on red. Mike H, my cover calls always benefit when you know who opens his mouth. Charlie, I hope it's over 17 by Jan 26. That would be great, Uncle Bruce. Oh, man. Samuel, number 80 on the thumbs up meter. Charlie, I wouldn't mind being exercised, though. I'm a long-term investor on SOFI. Jeff, Charlie, same. I'm not very confident that the market will carry it that high, though. Brian, I got SOFI stinker set this morning. A Q250. I'm not sure what's going on. 1250. It hit. Oh, there you go. You bought it. Dude, a little weakness. I'll buy it. Brian, we love red days. Sales baby on our favorite stocks. Vash, older banks, former workplaces can be petty, it seems. Stephen, good news. Beat projections, share price drops. Henry T, I am Uncle Bruce. I'm not sure what's good morning to you. Good morning, Henry. Crazy 49er should be writing call credit spreads on Q, $5-10 away from the stock, bringing in 90 to $1. Yeah, I mean, if you can bring in $1 on a $5 spread, that's 20% return on your money. That is phenomenal. The further out, the better. Even give up, go from 10 to 8%. 8% in one day. Hello, do that for 100 days in a row, 100 trading days in a row. Tell me how rich you're going to be then. Charlie, minimum wage in Ontario is $17 or something. Yeah, it's unreal. 17.20 says Charlie. Christina, it was so bad when we went to Myrtle Beach. Family of 5 eating 3 kids' meals, and it was always $120 for dinner. Yikes. Henry T. As SMCI missed earnings, they dipped 19% today. Christina, the food wasn't good either. When we vacation, we always go to a Hard Rock. Typically, it's good. This time, not so much. Kids' meals left all the kids hungry. We had to do a drive-through on the way home. Oh, my goodness, that's crazy. Christina, no point in being exercised on SOFI when you can roll. Well, unless they exercise prior to expiry, I guess. Jeff Glass, in Missouri, we voters passed a constitutional amendment last year to raise the minimum wage and require sick pay. Republicans in the Capitol are now dismantling it because the voters don't matter. It's corporations that matter, not individual people. Unbelievable, isn't it? We are 11 minutes away from opening the markets today. We're down 356 points this morning on the Dow. We're down 80 on S&P. We're down 395 on NASDAQ. That is a 2% drop. We have a 1.4% drop on S&P and a 0.87 on the Dow. If the Dow were equaling NASDAQ, the Dow would be down right now almost 1,000 points. That is how bad the sell-off is this morning. Crude oil down 73 cents, 59.69. There you go. Opinion piece coming out. Trump is taking us back to slow growth, high inflation, 1970s or worse. Oh, it's going to be worse. Unfortunately, Americans are going to be whacked on many sides of the equation here. This is such a stupid situation for America to find itself in. You've got such a clown who doesn't know what he's talking about. He doesn't understand basic economics, doesn't understand supply chain economics, doesn't understand to be in business, where you buy stuff, make stuff, sell stuff, doesn't get it, thinks that, executive orders are the way to go. I myself, on my own, with a signature, can make everything great again. And Americans are just going to be decimated. A certain class of Americans, entrepreneurial, are really going to get hit badly. It's going to be one ugly story. I'm I'm saddened by it. Jeff Glass, hey, $13.75 minimum wage here and no health insurance. $13.75, what do you get net? Do you have like $1 or $2 taxes off the top and mandatory deductions? What are you left with? $11 an hour? 40 hours a week if you can get it, $440 a week. How do you live on $440 a week? I don't. Especially a single in a parent's basement. Yeah, okay. Couple, $440 a week each, $880. You can scrape by. A family of 4. How's the wife working? How's one of the two working if you got a kid? I don't know that one. Henry T. Donnie Trump can run country and world through golden toilet, as he mentioned. Charlie, Point taken, Christina. Stephen Butler, gas is $2.95 at my local station. In November 24, it was $2.66. I was not a math major, but I think gas prices have gone up, even with a drop in oil prices. Rig count down, drill, baby, drill. Savage of Wall Street. SOFI is going under $10 in the next few months, I think. Nothing personal. Contagion will hit everything. This is why we sell covered calls, kids. There you go. Well, we'll see. 1264 on the SOFI at the moment. We open in 9 minutes. We traded about 3 million, maybe more. Following everything we can. Let's see what's going on there. I'm going to take a peek right now at what's going on here. A couple of things here. Okay, the Dow's down, the S&P futures, NASDAQ, oil is off. The 10-year treasury is at 4.17%. Trump blames Biden overhang after GDP sinks in the first quarter. It's all Biden's fault. There's your play. There's your boy. It's all Biden's fault. The job growth, though, is Trump because of great optimism. But anything bad is from President Biden back to last fall. It's all Biden. The 25% gain in the stock market 2 years in a row, 2024 and 23. That was all carryover from the great economy that Trump left Biden back in 2019 and 2020. It's all greatness here, and everything bad in your life it's got to be the crook Biden. You know, it's interesting. It's a fascinating world in which some of these people live. Savage of Wall Street. Bulls make money, bears make money, but pigs get slaughtered. There's never a bad time to take money off of the table. Vilbus. He can't keep Biden's name out of his mouth. He just can't stop. It used to be Hillary. You remember? It used to be Hillary. Now it's Biden. Biden lives rent-free in his head. There you go. Yeah, Biden's having a wonderful time in Trump's head. Boy, unbelievable. Wild and wacky. I don't know. I'm just a guy. John T. Hey, I flew from LAX to Kansas City yesterday. Plane was packed on a Tuesday. Very good. Domestic flight. Interesting. Do you know whether or not that route has been cut back? Did they used to have 10 flights a day, now they have 6? And so that's how they keep the plane full? I'm just asking. I don't know. I've heard that's being done right there. Crazy 49er laugh a lot. I was just about to say that, Mike H., that Biden lives free in his head. There you go. Welcome all to the program. Thank you for being here. Thank you for tolerating me today. Look, I just want you to get richer. I really do. I don't want to talk politics. I really just want you to get, a lot richer. 259 of you have now hit the answer to the question here. 260 now have answered my question of the day. Thank you for coming in on that. If you can hit that answer and then hit the thumbs up button, if you don't mind. If you like the questions every day, please hit the thumbs up button. And if you're happy that I'm spouting off my opinion, hit the thumbs up button. If you don't like what I'm saying, go to that thumbs up button, hit it twice. Just show your displeasure. Hit it again, and then hit it again. Thank you very much. Okay, let's go to this question of the day. 262 people have answered the question. SoFi shares will be trading at a certain price within the next 12 months, under $10 a share. A year from now, SoFi will be under $10 a share. 11% actually believe that. That's about 28 of you actually think the SoFi won't even be at $10 a share a year from now. 4 more quarters of earnings, and the stock will still be under $10 a share. That's pessimistic. Between 10 and 15 a share, kind of where we are now, 28%. 15 to 20, Bruce. We're going to get back to those $15 to $20 levels. 42%. That's most of you. The biggest answer segment here, the biggest area is 15 to 20 a share. Over 20 a share. 19%, which dwarfs the under $10. Under $10 is 11%. Over $20 is 19%. Almost a 2-to-1 ratio. Very interesting. So if you take 15 to 20 and over 20, you combine those two, you're talking about 61% of the responders are saying, Uncle Bruce, we believe there will be a stock price over 15 to 20 or even over 20. 62% of the, or 61% of the responders think that that's where this stock is headed. So that's positive. That's very positive, actually. That's cool. Only 39% of you, or now it looks like 38% of you, believe that the stock will be under 15 a year from now after 4 more quarterly earnings releases have been done. You know what I'm waiting for? I'll tell you what I'm wondering is going to happen here. By the way, 3.5 million traded on the SOFI now, 1265. What I'm kind of thinking about will happen is I think SOFI is about to release some more financial news, about to make some more press releases. I think that they've been under a blackout period the last couple of weeks, and I would not be surprised if in the near future, like within days, they come out with another capital raise announcement. Something like they've done already with Fortress Investments and Owl Investments. They may well come back out and say, we've just raised another $5 billion in capital to fund all of our loans. The demand is massive, and we have no trouble financing the making of loans. It's what it is they're taking a deposit of $5 billion. They're paying interest on it, and then they're lending out the money for a higher price than they're paying to get it. That's how banks work. They can also roll out a capital on top of that. So I would not be surprised a year from now, that SOFI will do 1 or 2 capital raises every quarter between now and a year from now. They'll do up to 8 more, and that will be no less than 40 billion additional dollars. It could be 60 billion in added cash into SOFI, plus all the deposits coming from the members, approaching now 11 million. By the end of the year, they'll be at 14 million members. Did you know that that's their target? 14 million members by the end of this year. So 14 million members, 40 to 60 billion in additional cash. This stock cannot be under $25 a share a year from now. It cannot be there. It will be worth so much more than the $25 number. So that would be the minimum a year from now. But that's my opinion. You don't have to agree with me. I'm a socialist. What do I know? Anyway, what do I know about helping people make money? Absolutely nothing. Option writers, they do it all themselves. There you go. Welcome, Savage of Wall Street. I take the family out to eat often, and let me tell you, only during COVID did I see restaurants this empty. People are really cutting back. Even the roads are emptier. And I live in the San Francisco Bay Area. Like, traffic is down, man. We were at, Jen and I went out for lunch last week to one of our favorite restaurants here. We went up here to Sherman's Deli, and Sherman's Deli last year had lineups outside its door, or people milling about the door waiting to be called in. The restaurant can hold about, 60, 70 people, the restaurant. Then they have outdoor seating for another 20, so maybe 90. And last year, all year, 7 days a week, they were lineups. As a matter of fact, last year they shut down on Tuesdays. They closed on Tuesdays to give their staff a day off. They could not hire enough staff to handle the business. And so they shut down on Tuesdays to get a day off. It's the only way they could run their operation. This year, they're open 7 days a week. We walked in last week for a 4 o'clock early dinner time, whatever the hell it was, because we were hungry. There were empty tables in there. Not a lot, but there were 2 or 3 empty tables. And the entire time we were there for an hour or so, 45 minutes, an hour, there were tables always open. That's the difference in the year. This is a very popular restaurant in a very good demographic of this valley. That's an indicator. We were at the Carl's Jr. the other day. There were 4 customers eating in the store that could hold 100. And the counter, no lineups. They were just one person to come in, order something, and then they'd stand to the side. And then 5 minutes later, someone else would walk in the door and order something. Really slow. There's definite signs here. Dude, Tesla hit its 200-day moving average. It hit its 200-day moving average yesterday. So now does it go back down is the question. Eric Batts, seen an article this morning, says GameStop is going to $13.75 a share. Well, I believe that. Good luck. Jeff, I live in St. Louis, and the restaurants are still packed here. Even the shitty Olive Garden down the street is a full parking lot. When I drove past this weekend, I know it's coming, but it's not here yet. Interesting. Larry, Bruce, I'll tell you what's coming. The apocalypse. We're open and we're trading. Thank you, Larry. Zed, if SOFI goes down, we buy more. If SOFI goes up, our cash secured puts go worthless. So, we went. Brian, I got some SMCI 2951 and 2901 waiting for 2851 and 2801 to hit. Those are stink beds. Beautifully done. Juan, neat. D.A. Truda, neat. Richard Carlin, neat. The knee emojis are coming out because that's the power behind this market. That's the secret weapon to make everybody money around here is you believe in the Knights of Knee, the power of the Knights of Knee. You honor them with knee emojis. If you have anything to do with making money around here, you know what to do. Thank you, everybody, so very much. We're up and running. We're trading. We're open. The hopes and wishes and dreams and aspirations of everyone are now out in the open. What is going to happen today, we ask, and how far can the markets go, baby? How much richer are you kids going to get out there? Well, we're about to find out. Welcome all to the show. Here comes some more knee emojis. Not only D.H. Ruda, but Richard Carlin, Boeing Tiger, James of the Mystery Tree, Deep Value, Samuel, Lure ALA is here. The knee emojis. Those of you, 272 of you were here. Most of you are not Gold Bagel members. We know that. If you want to be really in touch with this channel and be in the penthouse of this channel, I mean, you're serious about seriously making serious money, you're going to become a Gold Bagel member. I mean, otherwise you're fooling yourself. These people here are hitting the knee emojis because they know. They're seeing the winds coming. You honor the Knights of Knee on this channel as a Gold Bagel member, as a Chillin member, and everyone else out there watches and goes, why do they do that? And you don't make money. I don't know. I'm just a guy trying to figure it out. Look, we're down 434 on the Dow. Okay, are you making money today? We're down 434 points. This channel has people making money today. Did you know that? There are people making money here right now because the market is down 434 points. It doesn't matter which way the market goes. It can go up or down or stay sideways. People around here make money no matter what. Why don't you be like them? 18 classes are waiting for you. They're on sale till the end of the night tonight. Tomorrow, they're $200 each. There's 18 classes. Learn how to become an option writer. I don't know how much easier I can help you do this. I'm just trying to help you make money. Crazy 49er. Look, call credit spreads on the probably the Qs or the SP. I don't know what you're talking about. You guys are just not giving me enough info. You're leaving me in the dock here. The SPYs are 546. So those are Qs. Okay, so call credit spreads 473, 478, $5 credit spread on Qs, which are now 466.80, down 860, 50-cent credit. That's 10% on your money. You put up $500, get $50 back. These are out of the money. If the market stays under 473 and it's at 467 right now, Crazy 49er makes 50 cents profit, makes $50 a contract. If he writes 10 of them today, he makes $500. If he makes $500 5 days a week doing this, he makes $2,500 a week, $125,000 a year. Crazy 49er will not be working for anybody if he's working for anybody now, or will never again work for anybody ever again. Good morning, everybody from Vapor Day. Hector, neat. Sorry, triple Qs. Thank you, 49er. Any help? Please. I'm old and I'm confused. Thank you, everybody. We're down 393 on the Dow. SoFi down 63 cents. ASTS down 117. Rocket Lab down 98. GameStop down 17 only. MSTR down 685 and AI down 62 cents. It's not SoFi's fault that the market is down today. SoFi will be one of the first to recover as a recovery comes around, but we'll see what happens. We're down 72 on the S&P. We're down 360 on NASDAQ, but I'm going to refresh my screen just to make sure I am getting up-to-date quotes. There we go. 430 on the Dow, 82 loss on S&P, 354 loss on NASDAQ, and oil down 49 cents a barrel. Early morning indications in 5 minutes. Welcome all to the show. Thank you for being here. And I just want you guys to get richer. That's all there is to it. Doesn't matter who you believe is your leader, who you believe is the second coming of whatever. It makes absolutely no difference. What it's all about is making money writing options. That's what it's all about. Becoming an option writer and getting richer. Anyway, there you go, everyone. Thank you so much for coming through here. Wonderful to see you. Wonderful to have you here. I'd like to see you kids get richer indeed. Welcome all to the program as we try to stay on top of this market. Thanks again for the thumbs ups. It's tough asking for thumbs ups on a down market, but believe me, people make money here on down markets anyway, and they hand out thumbs ups no matter what. We have 134 of them now, so we're coming into the 65% range of our target of 200 thumbs ups. We have 298 answers now to the question of the day, almost 300 responders. SoFi shares, where will they be trading a year from now? 11% say under 10. 28% say between 10 and 15 a share. 41% go 15 to 20, Bruce. And over 20 a share, 20% of you believe the stock will be over 20 a share. I think you are correct. I think 20 and over is the correct answer to what's going to happen on SoFi shares. But you know what? Hard to, jump up and down and say, hey, it's 12.50 right now. It's going to be over 20 a year from now. But hey, I'll take my bows later when the stock does break 20. And I'll remind you that I did a poll question not too long ago asking you guys, what do you think it's going to do? And some of you said it would be under 10. Excuse me. $10 a share for SoFi would mean that the company is worth $10 billion market cap, roughly. They have more cash than that in their accounts. I think their book value is rapidly approaching $10 a share, but I can't be sure. But I can tell you they just made 6 cents a share profit in their first quarter when they were supposed to only make 3, and there were pessimists saying they're only going to make a penny. There were analysts predicting they would only make $10 million in profit in the first quarter. They made 60 or 71 million or something like that. 71 million in profits in the first quarter, not 10 or less. And so there are analysts that aren't even close to reality here. But hey, I'm just a guy in front of a computer saying, I think this is what's happening. This is my opinion. You can agree to disagree. Right now, the Dow is trying to catch up to the NASDAQ as to how bad it is. The Dow now is down 536. NASDAQ down 412. NASDAQ is down 2.38%. The Dow is down 1.29%. So the Dow needs to drop another 400 points, 500 points to catch NASDAQ's misery. And it might do that. We'll see. Call credit spreads are what you want to write today, but take your time doing it. No need to hurry up and be in there on 0 days to expiry as a writer. Give the market a bit of time to kind of figure itself out. And we may have a little dead cat rally, dead cat recovery here for a part of the loss. And maybe then you'll pull off that credit spread on calls and say, thank you, sir. I'll have another. We'll play that by ear. Welcome everyone to the program. I've got Apple down 363, Tesla down $18. I've got Microsoft down 797, Alphabet down 350, Amazon down 680, Nvidia down 409, and Meta down $21 a share. President Trump says everything's fine, everything's going great. America is getting great again, stronger again. Everything is firing on all cylinders. And here's some other quotes. We're down 660 on Supermicro, AST down 157, AI down 93, Palantir down $4.30, MicroStrategy down 11.92, Unity down 176, Goldman down 14.71, Cisco down 71 cents, 1.23%. Spiders are down 10, Qs are down 10.78, Netflix down 7.75. Pfizer's up 35 cents. There's one green stock. ARC Innovations down 220. IBM down 414. Uber down 134. HPQ is down 43. Home Depot down 490. Vanik down 548. Adobe down 536. And Enphase down 298 a share. But everything is fine in America. Tourism is booming. According to President Trump, all is well. All is well. So, if you watch Animal House, at the end of the show, and you see Kevin Bacon in that little military reserve uniform holding his arms up going, all is well. Maybe you could substitute your president in for that guy, and we'll see what's going on. I don't know. Just kind of wondering. Yeah, just a guy in front of a computer going, "Hey, everybody, how you doing?" Weber, good morning. Hector, neat, 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 neat. Dude, smiling. Tommy, the federal minimum wage is $7.25 an hour. That's officially a poverty wage. The at the hearings, the Senate hearings and congressional hearings, to confirm the cabinet member for the employment department or whatever that's called, they asked that individual, the candidate, to become the cabinet secretary for the Trump administration. Hey, listen, the minimum wage is $7.25 an hour. Do you support an increase in the minimum wage for the federal minimum wage in the United States? No, I do not. We're going to keep it at $7.25 an hour. And some people are making that. I don't know how they live on it, but that's what they're making. Well, why is SOFI down 7%? Because it's not down 8. That's why it's down 7. It's not down 8. It's not down 10, and it's not down 20. It's only down 7. That's why. It's nothing personal. It's a bargain. That's why. Vilbas. Meanwhile, Pete Hegseth's cell phone number showed up in a couple of Russian spies' phones. Splatter. Being bearish these days is much better. Brian, I had 104 SOFI yesterday, 1450 average. I now have 250 shares at 1385. DCA is fun. There you go. Lisa, hey, 20% profit taken off a Unity 19 September 27 covered call. Thank you very much. Love taking these profits. There you go. 636 points lower on the Dow. We're down 114 on SPY. And we're down 469 on NASDAQ. America celebrated the 100th day of the Trump presidency last night. The 100th day celebration was in Michigan yesterday. And the entire country stopped what they were doing, tilted their bodies towards Michigan, and began bowing to the God himself, who's now President of the United States, for 100 days to say, thank you, sir, for all the good you've done for this country in your first 100 days. We feel it, we see it, we know it, we love you, and thank you for bringing America back to where it is at this point in time. Thank you so much. Keep up the great work. And so then everyone went back to watching what they were watching. I guess that's how it worked. What can I say? It is what it is. It be what it be, and we are where we are. Option writers, how you doing? You making money out there? Crazy 49er, cha-ching, 10 triple Qs, 472, 478. Expiring contracts tonight. I've written call credit spreads, taken in 52 cents on the Qs. We're at 463.40. And Crazy 49er went 472, 478. Brian, I got an NVIDIA share for 104.51. I'm up to 222 shares now. This stuff is getting cheaper all the time. Weber, April 14 sold 93 cash secured puts, $153 for SOFI 12s, and then I bought them back yesterday for $5 to net about $14,000. Thank you, Uncle Bruce. Thank you, Weber Day. Well done, Weber Day. Congratulations. You keep up the good work. Love it when my viewers make money. Vilbus, with tears in our eyes, we watched Trump celebrate his 100th day. Crazy 49er, Weber Day. Wow, that is pretty good. Zed, laugh out loud. Praying to Trump, laughing out loud. Jeff, my account was looking much better yesterday morning. I'm back on the Trump slide today. Now, you got to honor him. You've got to bow to him and say, thank you, sir, so much for your guidance and forward-looking ways. I can't wait for America in 2030 to look just like it did in 1950. I can't wait. Cars with big fins on them, 354-barrel V8 engines putting in $1.99 gas a gallon. This is going to be great. Get rid of those liberal airbags and seat belts and bring cars back the way they used to be, damn it. Those are the good old days. I love America the way it used to be, but don't forget the gun rack on the back of the pickup truck window, because that shows that I'm an American not to be messed with. Oh, boy.
Now, that was my father.
That was her father. Yeah, that's where her dad was, too. But then he was worried about Nazis. That was another era, communists and stuff, you know. all those
Nobody's going to tell him to wear a seatbelt.
yeah, all those commies coming down from Alaska and the Yukon coming into northern into Canada to mess up with the hay fields. I don't know what the hell's going on. Welcome all. Beach Boy, Hegseth phone number with Russian spies. Haven't been surprised like that since the IS Dream Team bagged the gold in the Olympics. And another gold and another. Ooh, there goes Beach Boy. Richard, good morning, Auntie Jen. Splair, I have the feeling we're going to see $11, $12 range first before we see 15, maybe next week on the old SOFI. Henry, I just wrote CAP SOFI $12 expiring. That's a cash secured put, probably CSP. $12 cash secured put for June 20 for $1. I just wrote the 12. So I'm willing to buy SOFI at 12, but you got to give me $1 first. So I'm really willing to pay 11 on SOFI. Interesting. Right now, the market is down 643 on the Dow, and SOFI is 1229 at the moment. A crazy 49er, maybe he added them to his group chat. Well, maybe he did. Maybe he's Hegseth is adding him to his group chat. Who knows? There you go, 1231 on SOFI, down 96. ASTS down 165. Rocket Lab down 141. GameStop's only down 24 cents. Doesn't look like it wants to go to 1375, despite that article. MSTR down $13. AI down 85 cents. A Super Micro Computer down 616. 29.84. Nvidia down 380 at 105.22. Tesla down 17.97 at 274 a share. Spiders are down 10.95. Qs are down 11.32. Palantir down 3.79. Costco down 14.52. Coinbase down 7.93. Google down 4.27. Apple down 3.78. Broadcom down 6.17. Microsoft down 7.43. Intel down 68 cents. Netflix down 13.45. Meta down 21.16. EI Lilly down 191, Amazon down 721, Uber down 134, Adobe down 495, Cisco down 72, AMD down 334, Unity down 135, Enphase down $3, Spire down 28 cents, Moderna down 35 cents, Pfizer's green, the only one, up 27 cents. IBM down 399, HBQ down 43, Home Depot down 589. Vanik Semiconductors down $5. Goldman Sachs down $13.49. Boeing down $3.06. Target down $2.08. JP Morgan down $3.85. Walmart down 93 cents. Disney down $2.13. American Airlines down 33 cents to $9.57. DraftKings down 42. AMC down 8 cents to 259.9. And Royal Caribbean down 10.93. Norwegian down 185 to 15.53. Carnival down 118 to 17.52. Norwegian admitted this morning on their call for their earnings in the first quarter, bookings are down later this year. Bookings are backing off. That's right. Customers are not flying to America to take a cruise. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Wow. Hello, everybody. Brian, hey, 1447 to 1227 in one day on great earnings on SOFI. I will take the discount prices. Jeff, current mess aside, the federal disinvestment in research is going to destroy our future advancement and earnings for generations. That's right. That's right. Dude, call side coming in. Nice. Unbelievable. What can I say? Want to make America great again? I guess you have to depend on other countries to invent stuff, because in America, research and development is being cut by the federal government. Giddy up. I heard the other day that one of these town halls was being held where they were asking about Social Security, and the elected official referred to Social Security as an entitlement. That is when someone in the audience reminded the elected representative, Social Security is our money. It's not taxpayer money. It's our money that we give the government to invest to then pay us back in retirement. That is like we're lending you money for now to give it back when we get older as the next generation comes in. It's not an entitlement. But politicians who view Social Security as an entitlement are exactly the individuals who are looking to cut Social Security payments, rather than restock the future Social Security funds. Kind of a mess brewing there in America. It's a big one. It is a multi-trillion-dollar nightmare that is rearing its ugly head.
It's too many old people.
Yes, there's
Not
that.
enough young people.
Not enough young people. Folks in their 20s and 30s are not having as many children. The government of current administration is trying to find ways to encourage American kids to have kids. That's not working too well. China's been trying to incentivize people to have children too. That's not working. Japan is desperate to have children, to have people have children. It's not working in Japan either. Not good right now. Even South Korea's birth rate is plummeting. It's too expensive to have kids. Corporations get better breaks than mothers do. Why, hon? Why?
Because women are getting educated and they know how to not have babies.
Educated. Women are
And
getting
that's why you have
educated.
some countries where they won't educate them.
Well, Afghanistan is a perfect example. Don't let girls go to school. Marry them off at age 8, 9, 10, and 11, and they'll have a bunch of kids with 40 and 50 and 60-year-old guys. And we'll repopulate this country with all kinds of kids with little flippers coming out of their foreheads. Little soldiers. We'll have little M14 carrying kids to spread the word of God forward. Yes. Wow. Unbelievable. A little anger there? Do you sense a little? Just a little? Do you sense that? Amazing. Welcome all to the program. Anyway, what can I say? Dude, we lend it and they inflate it away. Nice work if you can get it. Stephen Butler, Equinor, or is it Ecuador? I don't know, is considering its legal option and they may sue the administration. What is Equinor? Their permit rescinded after it was legally issued. They invested $5 billion. Are we dependable as a trading partner? So there you go. Anyway, more birth control in developed nations, perhaps. Yes. Yes, they're a little more educated.
They know how this works now.
Certain women are telling certain girls, you don't want to be a mother at age 14. You want to wait until you're 24.
I don't want to be a broodmare.
You don't want to be a broodmare. That's right. You don't want to be your mother or grandmother. You want to be an independent woman who's in control of her life. That's blasphemy right there. You can't have that. Oh, goodness
We
gracious.
rescue dogs from puppy farms.
Yeah, but dogs are important. Women are just, playthings.
You can sell them.
There you go. Jen gets all riled up when we talk about that. There you go. What can I say? Equinor is a Norwegian company that was building a wind energy project in New York. $5 billion contract rescinded. Can't rely on the Trump administration. Obviously not. Quite amazing. 700-point drop on the Dow now as we continue to fall back towards NASDAQ's number. NASDAQ is down 440 points, 2.5%. The S&P down 114, 2% drop. The Dow down 1.7% at 700. So the Dow is zeroing in on this 1,000-point pullback to equal the negative performance of NASDAQ. That is what's going on. The three markets are similarly going to be off about 2% each or so. And so the Dow is back to 39,800, down from that 40,000 range. This was an offshore wind project, apparently. Yes, Vilbas, you can see an independent woman as long as your choice is to be a mother and wife who follows her husband's lead. You can be as independent as you want. Splair, Poland introduced a few years ago childcare payments. Same in Germany. I think you get here monthly 300 euros when you have 5 kids. In Japan, it's as well a lot government help here. Splair, at least I watched 2 Germans in Japan with children and a wife there. Yikes, scary stuff. We had one, and one was a handful. One was expensive. One is still expensive, and she's 36. Or is she 37?
She's
37, and she's costing us a fortune. I'm very old, and what can I say?
Are you very hungry?
Oh, am I hungry for a bagel? I think I am. I think ham, egg, and bacon. Ham and egg and cheese would be a wonderful way to go. Being that it's a Wednesday here, welcome all to the program. If you're around tonight at 7 o'clock Eastern, you got nothing better to do with your life. Am I on tonight? What time does so-and-so land? Do we know what time? Not when I'm on the air? Not at 4 o'clock? Before? Yeah. So I should be on the air today. Our daughter was supposed to arrive yesterday. Got postponed to today. So should be around at 7 o'clock Eastern time. So if you're a Gold Bagel member, come and join me and say hi, and let's talk about your trades today, how they did, what kind of call credit spreads that you put together today. Are you making money? Crazy 49er, 10 call credit spreads on Spider. I'm now doing Spiders as well as Qs. Spider 542.99, so just around 543 is where the Spiders are, and 49er is writing 550 to 555s for a 47-cent credit, which is just below 10% net for today's expiry. As player one gets here 200 something monthly if you have kids, but it's not sure if that's covering all its efforts. Dude, Uncle Bruce, you are barely very old. Just think about it this way: a silver lining. That's all there is. Andrea, hey, Uncle B, stink bid on 521, 519 put credit spread on Spider. Ooh, I don't like put credit spreads. Expiring in 2 days. SPY 542 though. Yeah, we're at 542 and you're doing 519s. You're nicely away there. Putting in a stink bid. Okay, Christina, I just sold $5 $14 cash good puts on SoFi that expire next week. They gave me $1.94 for these. Well, they are worth something. Stock's $12.11, so they are worth $1.90. So you're just getting the book value. You're not getting premium. Now, obviously, if the shares rise, these puts will fall because they will lose book value. But they're worth $190, and you're just getting $194. So you're really not taking gambler money off the table. You're just gambling on the stock's movement. Is it possible that today the stock goes back to $12.75 and you buy these back for $1.35? Yeah, maybe $1.34. You make 60 cents today on 5 of those, $300. Thank you, says Christina. That affords me and the family a couple of meals out at a restaurant or two. So yeah, okay, it's a strategy. It can be a day trading strategy. Definitely, Christina, could definitely be a day trading strategy. We're down 777 on the Dow as we continue to back off. Bagel is being constructed. Is the bagel going to arrive as we hit the low of the day and we bounce back? We'll find out. I don't know. See what's going on. We're down 1.9% on the Dow, 2.28% on S&P. We're down 2.84 on NASDAQ. Oil down 84 cents at 59.58. America does not make money on average on oil production under 55. Around 50 a share, oil companies start to lose lots of money. We'll follow that. Christina got 2 more at 201. Giddy up. I'm taking the money, Bruce. There you go. Giddy up. 1206 on the stock for SoFi. Volume today versus yesterday at this time. We're now, 30 minutes into the session. Yesterday at this time, I think we were over 50 million traded. We're at 21 million this morning. Not even close to yesterday's volume. We're trading at 30 times earnings. The PE multiple, actually 30.9. Let's call it 31. 31 times earnings on SoFi. This company's earnings will double by next year. So they're trading at 15.5 times earnings right now at the price they're trading at. This is ridiculously low. This stock should be 40 times next year earnings. That would put SoFi at 48 right now. And I'm calling it for it to get to 25. It could justify 48 right now, but that's just me. I'm just a guy. Trying to help you make money in this market. 12.11 on SoFi. I'm just a guy. Just a guy. Samuel, my Tesla credit spreads are coming back to life. There you go. Giddy up, everybody. Welcome to the party, pal. It's nice to have you with us this morning from wherever you are out there. Welcome all to the show. And thank you for joining me. We've got 330 people have now answered my question of the day. And the thumbs up meter hopefully is running along. If you can find that thumbs up button, please hit it. Give our show a little momentum today. We have 147 thumbs ups now in the room, 53 more, and we get our magical 200. We did hit 260 yesterday. Thank you for yesterday. You guys were incredible yesterday for thumbs ups. Much appreciated. Over on the poll question now, 330 votes. The question is, SoFi shares will be trading at how much money within the next 12 months? Under $10 a share, 13% of you think the stock will not even break 10 bucks. A year from now, 4 more quarterly earnings will have been released between now and a year from now. 4 more quarterly earnings, and the stock will be under 10 a share. 13% of you have the gall to say that. It's pretty gutsy. 10 to 15 a share, kind of where we are now. 27% think that. 15 to 20 bucks a share, kind of where we were for the all-time high. 42% think that. And then over 20 a share, Bruce. I think we're going to be over 20 a share a year from now. Only 18% think so. Interesting comment there. That's an interesting poll. I do appreciate you answering that. Give me your opinion. This is your chance. Tell us what you think. Where will SoFi be a year from now? We have 150 thumbs ups. That where we are right now. 150 thumbs ups. 13% say under $10. 27% of you say $10 to $15. That's 40% of you. 15 or less. 41% 15 to 20 a share, and 18% say over 20 a share. So 59% say over 15, and 40% say under 15. So there you go. There's an interesting little split there of opinion. Let us know. Tell us, please. Please let us know what you think about that. Thank you for those of you who have subscribed to this channel lately, who are subscribing today. You found us somehow. I don't know how. You found us. You're here. I appreciate these subscribers. Thank you again for those of you who have taken the big leap of faith and have become members. Those of you who've been members for now up to 4 years, I want to thank you very much for your loyalty here for that long, being that long on this channel. It's absolutely stunning. Gold Bagel particular members, thank you, Gold Bagelers. You guys are really something else. So much appreciated. Appreciate this. They're bagel aficionados. That's right. Jen knows. Jen is very appreciative. So am I. Thank you again, everyone, for being part of this familia from around the world. It's great that you're all here. Norwegian Cruise Lines expects profits to miss estimates as it faces macroeconomic volatility. You know what that means? No one's coming to America on a holiday right now, and they're not taking a cruise. That's what that means. It's macro economic activity. That's the reason. Yes, I think it's called, we're not flying to the U.S. We're not going down there. We're out of our minds. We're not going there at all. There you go. All right. Yeah, Jeff Glass, yesterday I thought buying back my SoFi $12 cash secured puts for 5 cents was silly, or 50 cents. Surely they would expire worthless Friday, right? Now it looks like I might be buying more SoFi on Friday. Savage of Wall Street, boom, sold one Enphase $45 cash secured put expiring for June for a total of $425, baby. Give me Enphase for $40.75. Please, please do give me Enphase at that ridiculous price. I'm more than happy to take it. Enphase is $44.61. He's willing to pay $40.75 for it. I've had my eye on it since it was $70. Patience, baby. There you go. Savage, sold 2 Riot cash secured puts expiring June for 85 cents each. Thank you. May I have yet another giddy up. Henry T, news just coming in. Morgan Stanley raises price target on SoFi Tech to $8 from $6. They're keeping their underweight rating, but they've increased their target price by 33.3% from $6 to $8. There you go. Morgan Stanley putting the big foot forward and saying, "Ooh, this company is going to be worth a lot of money." Charlie, 5 times, 471, 473. Triple Q call spreads. I got 25 cents for these $2 spreads. For the $2 spread, I got 25 cents. $200 here, $225 here, 12.5% return for expiry today on the triple Qs. Very interesting trade. The Qs are 464. He's doing 471, 473s that die tonight. Jeff, sorry, that was supposed to be 5 cents. I could have bought them back for 5. Interesting stuff. Very interesting stuff. Well, here we are. SoFi right now is at $12.19. The low of the day, $12.05. We're now $12.19. I bet you Christina's already rubbing her hands together going, those cash secured puts that I wrote, Bruce. Oh, yeah, they're starting to fall already. Here we go. This stock is coming back up a little bit. I might be buying them back a little later today for a nice little profit. Thank you, Uncle Bruce, and thank you, world. Well done. I was telling the world that we went out for dinner the last couple of days. Last week we were out at Sherman's Deli, and then the other day we were out at Carl's Jr. And I was telling the folks how the 2 restaurants were not full. There were no lineups at Sherman's like last year. You remember last year they used to close on Tuesdays?
Yes.
Because of lack of staff? Yeah. I think they're wide open again 7 days a week. They don't have any staff problems now. And it was not full. It was active. Yes, but there were empty tables. There were empty tables around us, which is unusual. At Carl's Jr., there were maybe 3 tables, other tables being used. There could have been 120 people in there. There were 7 of us, really, only 7. We paid $25 for a burger for me. That was a Big Carl's double burger. And you had a jalapeno guacamole burger, a meal. She got a meal with a medium drink, medium fries. 33 Canadian dollars was the tally. About 33 Canadian, about 25 American dollars to go at a fast food burger joint. If we were to go to In-N-Out, that's the deal of deals. I can get a double. Jen can get a single cheeseburger. We get an order of fries and a cola. In other words, Jen gets the meal. I get the double on my own. $16.30. That is the best price for a fast food restaurant in this area. Costco, you can get a hot dog for $1.50. So if you're really hungry and poor, you go to Costco and get a drink and a hot dog for $1.50. It's still on sale. That's the question. How's this going to play out? I don't know. All right. Christina, oh, yes, I is, Bruce. I'm watching these puts. They're going down, and I'm going to make money, and I'm going to be able to afford to take a family of 5 out to a restaurant with a nice little profit today. Christina is watching very closely. Jeff Glass, I sold those cash good puts for 51 cents. I put in a bid to buy them back for 4 as they ran up yesterday morning, but it never got below 5. So Jeff got greedy for a couple of pennies. Jeff just doesn't get it. He's smarter than everybody else, and now he's watching him go the other direction. Well, Jeff, pigs get slaughtered. You got greedy. A couple of pennies now is costing you hundreds of dollars. But then again, let them expire, let them run, whatever. Savage of Wall Street. Boom! I sold one Unity $20 cash secured put that's expiring in June for $1.89. Let's go, baby. Jeff says, I'm so smart. John, GameStop was only down 1% in this market. I love it, says John T. We're down 22 cents on GameStop. It's not even 1%. Yeah, it's doing very well. Yeah, Rocket Lab down 130. ASTS down 157. We've got SoFi down 107 to 1220. SoFi has bounced back from the low of the day, which was 1205. We're back. Ooh, and look at what Jen is bringing me. The ham and egg and cheese toasted sesame seed bagel with a little bit of ketchup on there. Thank you so much. Welcome to the program, everybody. Nice to have you with us today. Well, let's take a look at the Dow. We're down 626. We were as low as 700 something, I believe, but we're down 600. What is it, 628 on the Dow, 657 on the Dow, pardon me, as I get ready to chomp on my first bite here. 657, 657 is where the Dow is right now. Well, let's have a bite or two of this bagel. Let's finish this thing up and see if we can help the market out a little bit. As Bruce eats his bagel, we'll see if the markets get better or not. 1223 on SoFi. Way to go, Christina, and everyone else on SoFi. Oh, yeah. Wonderful. Yes. Loving this bagel, baby. Yeah. Dude, MSTR is recovering as well. Only down 991. Bagel. The Dow is down 630. S&P down 103. NASDAQ down 414. Okay. Let's see what's going to happen here. Giddy up, everybody. Welcome to the program, pals. Nice. Welcome to the party. Jen did it again. Beautiful, Jen. This is so dang good. So dang good. It's all in the catch. Charlie, that bagel looks darn good. Oh, it's going down. It is disappearing in a hurry. The Dow's improving. It's down 613 points. The market is coming back while I eat the bagel. Is this going to move it higher? 1230 on your SoFi. Down only 98 cents. We've just broken through that $1 barrier. Coming back around here a little bit. Beach Boy, buying back left and right calls written in the last 2 days. I love your work, Mr. President Trump. You are tremendous. You just keep doing what you're doing. Thank you very much. You are fabulous. There you go. Splair, bagel. John T, just keep eating. Just keep eating. Jeff, I was able to buy back $25 Rocket Lab cover calls that expire next Friday for a 50% profit on the dip. Jeff Glass. Jeff didn't get greedy with that one. He grabbed it and shut that sucker down. Nice job, Jeff.
Is there any Canes fans out there? You talked about that at all?
What?
Any Hurricane fans out there?
No talk about hockey playoffs here.
Oh,
nothing.
they swept.
No, 4-1.
I thought it was 4-0.
No, 4-1. Jersey's out of the playoffs. They lost in double overtime last night.
Yeah.
That's a great way to win. Terrible way to lose. Terrible way to lose.
That poor goalie has to stand there the whole time.
Former Flames goalie, Markinson, our guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
They had a good year in Jersey, but they couldn't get over the Hurricanes in the first round. Charlie says, "Go Sens, go." Tom.
Have we asked for a poll on the harmonicas situation?
No. Tom is asking, are the Leafs going to leave?
Since when is it? 1969.
67.
67.
George Armstrong, the captain. Bilbus, for the last 20 minutes, I've been packing up all my hockey jerseys, including about 10 various Dallas Stars.
Oh,
Yikes. Charlie, yep, Leafs are choke masters. They need to win one of two games, so we'll see what happens.
Edmonton has won their last 3 games.
Edmonton's won 3 in a row. They're leading their series 3-2 against LA.
Not good, but they've won the last 3.
The Dow, only down 578, not down 700. Coming back. SoFi, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1234 on SoFi. Christina is watching like a hawk.
Waiting. Fingers poised.
Ready to pounce anytime. Yep. Charlie's crossing his fingers. Welcome all to the program. Nice to have you here. Headline here came out a little while ago. President Trump, your president, is reassuring Americans there's nothing to see here. Everything is fine. As a matter of fact, Biden is responsible for the GDP slowdown. So don't worry about the slowdown on the GDP, even though it's on my watch and it's been 100 days. It's Biden's fault. So it's fine. Because it's Biden's fault, it doesn't count. And so it's okay, you see. I'm your guy. Oh, he's the guy, all right. Oh.
But all these option players are making hay, riding the roller coaster.
Christina, not sad about no book value, laughing out loud. Jeff, the Blues back in Winnipeg tonight. Christina,
That's right.
I mean, no time value. I understand, Christina. You're watching closely. Giddy up.
You still got two and change. So.
Giddy up, kids. Jen and I were at Sherman's Deli last week, and that bill came out to about $80 American for the two of us to have a late lunch, something like that.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, with tip.
But again, you get 2 meals.
Yeah, I was just going to say, when we left with a bag with leftovers, and that turned out to be the next day's lunch. Yeah. So we kind of equate it as $40 here and $40 at home, and it's delicious both times. But when you go to Carl's Jr. and drop 25 American dollars, you don't have any leftovers when you walk out of there, and so that's out the door. But you know, it's a good old burger. There it is. But In-N-Out is the deal of deals for burgers, no doubt about it.
And it's in
And it's In-N-Out.
and out. You get an In-N-Out burger.
Welcome on. Boeing Tiger, I've been enjoying watching the NHL playoffs. I think if I were playing professional hockey, I might be wearing a mouthpiece. Those guys are tough. Oh yeah, that's real tough.
Yeah, wow, dude. One guy yesterday, his skate stuck when he got hit, and so his knee bent sideways.
Oops.
And they try to stop the puck with things like their hand when it's going down.
Not a good idea. That's not a good idea. No.
Yeah.
Down 607 on the down at the moment. Giddy up, everybody. The bagel is going down.
It's going down.
Beautiful. Just beautiful. GameStop just down 20 cents. It's not participating in a big sell-off at all. Supermicro down 573, a little recovery, back over $30. Nvidia down 311. Tesla down 1740. There you go. Spiders are a little better, down 939. The Qs are down 932. Palantir down 233. Costco down 1270. Coinbase down 6. Google down 321, Apple down 243, Microsoft down 650, Netflix down $16, Facebook, the old Meta, the good old Meta, down 1711. Eli Lilly is green at the moment. There's something there. Amazon down $6, 650. Uber down 65 cents. Adobe down 378. Cisco down 58. AMD down 227. Unity down 111. Enphase down 270 at $45 a share. Going up again, and we're down 560 on the Dow. A little better. Pfizer's still up 35 on the day. SoFi, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1234. Now it's 1235. SoFi's at its best level in the last half hour. Will it continue higher? Maybe. SoFi volume right now, 28 million. Fantastic. $12.36 on SoFi. There you go. Savage Wall Street, boom, sold 5 CLSK $7 cash secured puts that expire in June for 64 cents. Thank you. May I have another? Jeff Glass, I went into an Italian place down the street over the weekend and I took out our adult kit. $206 for the 3 of us. Taking the kid always seems to double our bill. Wow.
Did they have those $30 cocktails?
Yeah, did you enjoy those $30 cocktails? Savage of Wall Street, boom, sending a canary down the coal mine, and I sold one SOUN $8 cash secured put expiring June for 82 cents. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Almost 10% return on an $8
Nice
contract.
Canary. Well, I mean, not so good for the canary, but
Well,
yeah.
Canary's going kind of dark down here, isn't it? You guys only put the lights on when you're here. When you leave, you shut the lights off. It's kind of dark down here.
What's with the air?
What's that smell? What's going on? This bagel's getting wiped out. Getting wiped out. Down 562 on the Dow. Remember, all the money you're losing is because of Joe Biden. That's all you have to worry about. It used to be Hillary's fault, but now it's Joe Biden's fault. So you don't have to blame your boy. It's Joe's fault. Does that make you feel better? Because those aren't real dollars, are they? No. Down 543, getting better. Jeff says, well, the kid did enjoy some $15 cocktails. Crazy 49er, $15 cocktails with 50 cents worth of liquor. Yikes. Nothing like a $12 glass of wine that's $1 worth of wine.
I know they care about this. Remember, I was looking for dirty brine for my martini, and I found something called dirty soup, which is very tasty, very nice.
Martinis are being made here.
And I found it at Albertsons. God bless America.
God bless America. Albertsons grocery store sells the kind of brine you need.
And you don't like the dark. They have the green package. I can't remember what it's called. It's a nice one too, but it's made with green olive.
Olive brine. And what did your dad do for a living? Oh, he makes olive brine.
He filters the water that the olives sit in for drink.
And what's that used for? Making dirty martinis.
And I go, oh, that's a good job.
That's a good job your dad's got there.
Important. That's important.
Very important to the economy of the United States. Very, very important.
Very important.
Well, dirty martinis are required. You don't make them, you don't sell them. So there you go.
Can't be too dirty.
There we go. Boeing Tiger is saying that tonight Facebook and Microsoft are coming up with their earnings. These results may set the tone for the market. Yes, Crazy 49er. I made a coffee infused old fashioned for a get together last weekend.
Yeah.
Well, that got polished off real quick.
Yeah, but I don't. like coffee.
Crazy 49er. I use some good old maple syrup, Canadian maple syrup to do that. Ooh, very interesting. Bobby, Anti-Gen, day drinking is Biden's fault. That's what that's all about. Dude, right and wait for shrinkage. My MSTR put has come in nicely, and this morning I rolled up from 280 to 300. Piling cash, baby. I am piling cash. Now you're talking. Now you're talking.
The only time people want pile.
That's right. Versus pole. We like pile dancing versus pole dancing. In any event, making money. These folks who are making money are probably Gold Bagel members, class takers, and one-on-oneers. They had one-on-ones with me. They've taken the classes. They're Gold Bagel members, and they're making a bunch of money. And you're watching them do it. You can replicate their trades if you want in a practice account. See for yourself. Welcome to the party, pals. Nice to have you here. We're down 490 now on the Dow. We're not down 700. We're not down 600. We're not down 500. We're down 486 on the Dow. We are improving on that Dow index. It's down 1.2%, not down 2. NASDAQ is better. It was down 2.4%. It's down 1.9%, 342 points. S&P was down 111 points. It's down 84. The markets are definitely improving somewhat. We're at 1235 on SOFI now. ASTS down 130, not down $1.70. Rocket Lab down 95 cents. It's not down $1 something. GameStop's down 16 cents. It was only down 30, 25, 30. MSTR is only down $6.40. It was down, what, $20? AI down 67. Super Micro still down to 29.77, 623 a share. Having a tough day. Nvidia down 322. That's improving. Tesla down 14. That's actually better. Okay. Spiders are down 841. The Qs are down 869. They're better, but not incredibly better. But they're better. Oh, yeah, man, they hit the lows. Okay, let's see what gives. Palantir down 230. Costco down 1160. Coinbase down 520. That's where we're at here. Green stocks. Eli Lilly up 98 cents. Pfizer up 51. I can't find any other green stocks. I cannot find them. Over on Norwegian down 166 at 1572. They've recovered a bit. Carnival down 81 cents at 1790. They've recovered a little bit, but not a lot. Down 482 on the Dow right now. 1238 now on SOFI. Looks like it's trying to get to 1240 here. 1239, trying to get to 1240, maybe back to 1250 on SOFI. The low of the day, 1205. Christina was writing cash secured puts at the low prices of the day, and she's being rewarded here with a bit of a snapback rally. Let's see what it wants to do. 1242 on the stock. Where else are we at here? A crazy 49er. I think it's time for a nap. It's worked out well the other day for my stink bids here. Splair, nothing against pile dancing. It's working better at the top of a mountain instead of a pole. So, there you go, my friend. 466 dip on the Dow. 460 now. Still improving. S&P down 79, NASDAQ down 325. Welcome to the party, pals. Nice to have you with us this morning. Oil down 83 cents in Texas at $59.59 a barrel. Definitely under 60 right now. All right, 1241 on the SOFI. 1241 after hitting 1205 for the low. Now 1242. H penny is coming up here. SOFI is inching back a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more. GameStop down 21. Giddy up all. Welcome to the program. Nice to have you with us this morning. Thumbs up meter and poll question of the day. Let's take a look at those results right now. For the thumbs up meter, we have 160. We only need 40 to get to 200. So help us out if you can. If you can find that thumbs up button, nail it. give us a bit of a help there. On the question of the day, we've had 354 people answer the question of the day. 18% of the folks answering this question are telling me that they expect SoFi a year from now to be over $20 a share. 18%. 42% say 15 to 20, Bruce. It's going to be at least 15 to 20. So you take those two results, 15 to 20 and over 20 a share, that is 60% of the 355 folks here expecting SoFi to be over 15, if not over 20 a year from now. I think they are correct. 10 to 15 a share, kind of where we are now. 27% of you think that, and under $10 a share, 14% think the stock will stay under $10 a share. That is the take at the moment from my viewers, 355 of which have now answered the question of the session. Thank you all for participating. Give me your thoughts on that one. 163 thumbs ups have come in now to the show. 163. We need 37 more to reach the magical number, the number I like to hit every day, minimum 200 thumbs ups. 37 away. Thank you all for coming through for us. It is very much appreciated. Today, by the way, is the last day for the sale of classes, 18 of which are available on the website, stockmarketswithbruce.ca. You can get 4 for the price of 3. Today is your last day at midnight tonight. It's over. And for those of you who have been waiting until the end of the month, this is it. Today is the 30th of April. Tomorrow is May 1, and we're back to 200 a class going forward. Thank you all, those of you who have stepped up to get 4 for the price of 3. I'm happy to see you do that. If any of you have a friend or relative or someone that you want to get classes to, you can always make a donation here through my PayPal account and then send me an email and say, Uncle Bruce, here's what I want you to do. I want to grab lessons 1, 2, 3, 4, send them to so-and-so. This is my nephew. This is my sister. This is my brother. This is my coworker. This is whatever. I want to gift them these 4 classes to get them going on option writing. Please send them here. Send the links to this person right over here. We'll be happy to do that for you. If you'd like, any of you out there who want to have a one-on-one with yours truly, and you want to bring in a friend, a relative, a coworker, a fellow viewer, there's 2 or 3 of you, you want to get together with me on a private session, talk about stock option writing strategies, talk about how the channel is doing, talk about how it's going on the Discord group, talk about whatever you want to talk to me about. You want to get with me privately with a couple of other viewers. One of you pick out who's the leader of this gang. Make your donation to yours truly for a 1-hour session. We'll book a time, we'll block it off, and then we'll get together. I'll send the links out to your friends, and then we'll have a gathering. Whether you're in the same town or not, it doesn't matter. We can gather together and have a session anytime you like. Thank you again for being there for this channel. 1244 on the SoFi. It's trying to get back to 1250. Just the stock is trying to inch its way back now. 1245 to the 1250 level. If it breaks that with any authority, we're back to 1260, 70. And we would then only be down about 50 cents on the session. And the low of the day, 1205, 1245 now. We've already recovered 40 cents of the loss. About a third of the losses have come back on SoFi already. And we've only been open an hour for the day, hour and 4 minutes. So, here we go. Let's see what happens. Dude, I closed my debit call spread on MSTR for a full profit as it went completely in the money. I closed my vertical put credit spreads as well. I'm preparing for earnings tomorrow night. Well done, dude. Never say no to a profit. Beautiful. Nice job. Keep up the good work. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Down 451 or so on the Dow, 460, 480, somewhere in that neighborhood. We will see fluctuations up and down. No question about it. You're going to have to just work your way through it. It'll be just fine. You can make any stock work for you if you take the lessons and follow the market, says dude. It's true. If you want to be a day trader, But you don't want to be the gambling day trader, the real gambler. You may want to become an option writer day trader. You may want to trade options on a daily basis where you're going to do call credit spreads, for example, on triple Qs and SPYs. You might do put credit spreads. You might do call or put credit spreads on NVIDIA, on Tesla. You're watching the first hour or two of the session and the stocks are down, and you immediately pick off put credit spreads that expire this week, Friday, or next week, Friday. And all you're looking for is you're putting up $5,000 to write 20 $2.50 contracts or 25 $2 spread contracts, and you're looking for a 20-cent return on 25 contracts. That is $500 in profits. And your attitude is, anytime I can make $500, I close a trade. I produce a trade to close a trade for $500 profits. And on credit spreads, on calls and puts, having taken Bruce's lessons, this is good stuff. There'll be more of this coming on the lesson number 19. We're going to talk about 0 days to expiry strategies. Coming up. Thank you, everybody. Savage Wall Street. Bam! I sold an ASTS 2250 cash secured put expiring June for $3.75. Thank you. May I have yet another of these? Giddy up there, buddy. Looking ASTS. The stock's 2256. He's writing 2250 cash secured puts at the money. He's getting $375 in cash, $375 to put up $2,250. That is an exceptional return on your money for a June expiry contract. That's next month. Tomorrow's May 1st. Nicely done, Savage. Taking money off the table from these gamblers. Wow. Even if he keeps 2/3 of it, he'll walk away with $250 and say, thank you. I love making money on this stuff. 11%, 12% on my money in a week or two. Anytime, any old time, I'll do this. You got that right, man. $12.39 on the SOFI, $12.40 on SOFI, down 88. ASTS down 130. Rocket Lab down 85, GameStop down 25. Even on a red day like today, Savage gets all excited because he is able to take on these new positions. And he's able to put together a contract trade like this trade right here, a $25, a 2250 cash secured put for $375. This is stealing money from stupid buyers. I mean, there's somebody dumb enough to give them this kind of money on a worthless contract. Oh my, oh my. Savage says, oh kids, I took all that premium generated today to start a position on Sentinel. One, by buying 100 shares at the market price of $18.21. Is this how it's done, Uncle Bruce? Taking premium to buy stock is what I want. There you go. It's wood. Love this game. Well done, sir. Keep up the good work. Getting richer, diversifying his account with more stocks, and writing calls and cash secured puts, and enjoying the fruits of his labors. Nicely done, all. Giddy on up. Fascinating games going on out there. Keep the good work going, kids. This is what you're supposed to do. Thanks again for the thumbs ups. 163 at last count. We're trying to get to 200 thumbs ups today. Thanks for helping out that. And also, thank you for answering the question of the day today about where do you think SoFi shares are going to be trading at a year from now. We have 168 thumbs ups. We need 32 more to get to 200. That's pretty dang good. We have 360 votes now in our question of the day. 18% of you think that SoFi shares will be trading over 20 a share a year from now. That's 4 quarterly reports from now. 4 more. Each one will likely be a record number, and the company will be generating, gosh, they'll probably be forecasting 60 to 80 cents profit. The stock will not be under 20 bucks a share. 18% saying over 20. $15 to $20 a share, 41% think that. 10 to 15 a share, 27%. And under 10%, under $10, 14%. Under $10 a share, 1 in 7 think that the stock will stay under 10. But for the 15 and higher, we are almost at 60%, 15 or higher on today's question of the day. thank you for joining me on that question. All right, I think we're just about done here. I think my work is just about finished here for the day. I want to thank you for joining me again on this session. I invite you to keep an eye on the markets, of course, and we'll see how things translate out as the day goes on. Have yourselves a wonderful rest of your day. Don't forget tonight at 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 o'clock in California, I'll be on the air. Gold Bagel member primetime show tonight, Wednesday night. Come on by, say hi. Let's talk about your credit spreads today. Let's talk about your cash secured puts today. Let's talk about your trades today and what you got going for tomorrow. We'll strategize on that. I look forward to seeing you. Have a wonderful rest of your session here. Please get richer and enjoy the happiness here. Richard, thank you. Blair, have a relaxed day, everybody. If I'm not here tomorrow due to the holiday, then I'm wishing you all a relaxed day. Neat. Right on, Blair. Every day is a holiday around here. We don't need holidays. We live the dream. Every day is a holiday when you're an option writer. It's just so simple to take money from these gamblers. My goodness. Jen and I are saying our goodbyes to all of you. We wish you the best. And I'll catch up with you at 7 o'clock tonight. Sorry, Charlie, thanks, Uncle Bruce. Have a great day, everybody. We're out of here in 3, 2, 1. Bye.